Jones is one of my favorite movies ever, and I wanted to remake the Holy Grail quest through the Temple of the Sun. This is gonna be a fun build. Step 1, do all the Indiana Jones quests to get the Indiana Jones skin. I started with collecting chests and shifty shafts, but then I got a little visitor. Well, guys, I got a little buddy here to help me with my missions. This will make it easier, right, Porter? Right, buddy? Oh, Porter! Where are you going? Gotta stay focused, buddy. That's the end. All right, we did it, buddy. You're not happy about that? Okay, trying to do missions with a baby in her lap was not the best idea. But I came back later and we got them all done. Yes, I finished my missions. Now I can make my map. All right, I've just pulled out a whole bunch of these different looking terrain pieces. I want to rebuild that temple that's at the end of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. These are the only pieces that could really do that. Now, the biggest concern with all of this is there's no like straight lines. The temple has a lot of straight lines in it. And my only idea here is to use this piece and see if we can use it to really make some pillars and straight lines and stuff like that. Just stretch this out a little bit. And now I'm gonna do a quick circle trick to see how this looks. Hey, that's not half bad there. I think if I just stack these on top of each other, that will look pretty dang good. All right, now let's do a circle trick. Whoa, and that actually looks like it has some intention to it. Like it has some cool designs in it. I like it. Okay, that was the easy part. Now I need like a straight line. I bet I could just do the same trick, but just don't make it a circle. You know what? I think this actually might work okay. This is certainly not flat, but it has a man-made feel to it. I think will work okay. Okay, guys, I feel good enough about these little tests. Let's actually make this. There we go. I mean, this isn't the best Petra that's ever been built, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. I only used 2 prop pieces in this. This guy was pretty much the entire thing, but also you can see here, this is Jonesy's head that I used to have like this decorative wall in there. This was quite the challenge to get some of these angles. I mean, like this here is just the bottom of this guy's piece and it's round. Getting straight edges here is really difficult. I mean, you can even see here it's kind of like poking out a little bit. And if I gave people flight, you would see how scuffed this is up here, but I'm not giving you fight. So this is the view you'll get, which I think is actually pretty cool. All right, I just gotta finish the terrain on the outside. Before I build the interior though, I do want to do one thing. This is going to be my spawn area, and I want the player to be able to ride out of here on a board so it feels like you're in Indiana Jones riding through the canyon. But I want the player, once they ride through this canyon, dismount from the boar because I don't want them riding the boar into the... Okay, yeah, good. I have it entering a mutator zone there, and then it kills the boar, but you have to proceed on foot. All right, let's do the interior now. So there's an entrance room that has some design to it. We got to build that out first, and then we'll get to build out all the cool booby traps. Okay, we got my first room done in here. You have to walk down just like in the movie, and then you come in here to this cool pillared room. We've got our guardians around, steps going up towards the traps. And then I put this down here as like the seal. If you've seen the movie, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, time for the traps. The first trap always freaked me out as a kid because the first guy that goes through gets his head chopped off and it rolled out, and I was like, ah! And then Indiana Jones had to go in himself, and you're worried that he's gonna get his head chopped off, but the penitent man will pass. And then he figures it out and rolls through the trap. Now, the only way I can recreate this at all is with the prop mover. And there's some great news on the prop mover. They fixed it! Distance and speed has been added back. I'm so happy! Man, not having that there really stunk. But that means I can combine the prop mover with the prop to simulate blades shooting out of the wall. Okay, so I got my 2 blades here. I'm gonna time it so that this one comes out first and that one second. And so basically you're gonna have to come and slide through this to just the right timing. This all works in theory. All right, let's give this a test. Here we go, and I don't... Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. I was not penitent. Let's see if we can just sprint through this. There we go. Okay, yeah, look at that. Maybe it's too slow because, you know, the fast man shall pass. I'm not sure if it matters or not. It is cool looking, though, to see those, like, blades come out. I'm gonna make it just a bit faster. All right, let's see if I can sprint through now. Oh, yeah, you can't sprint through. All right, let's try the sprint and the slide. Oh, look at that. That was awesome. Oh, that's perfect. All right, now I need us to throw in some, like, spider webs to make this a little bit more Indiana Jones-esque. And I think we're done with this level. Let's check it out. Okay, yeah, guys, this looks freaking cool. Okay, let's go. We're gonna be penitent. Man, that is so cool. Maybe one of the coolest little levels I've made, like a recreation. I love this. All right, the next level is like the spelling bee room. The clue Indiana gets is that only in the footsteps of God will the man proceed. And he has to spell out Jehovah, but in Latin, which starts with an I. This is gonna be by far the hardest level I have to make. And I'm adding a bit of height here, because not only in this level do I need like a little pit, but in the next level I need some high height as well. All right, now for the challenging part. I have to make a whole bunch of tiles with letters on them, and if it's not the right one, it breaks away. Problem is, I don't have great stones here. Maybe there's something usable here. Oh yeah, this will be perfect. So these actually kind of blend in with my other terrain, and then I'm gonna do this the easy way. I'm just gonna put the billboard right on the rock, and I think that looks okay. Key to this level is gonna be the prop manipulator. Not just a prop manipulator, I'm also gonna take a trigger, because it has to trigger only that one when someone stands on it. So this may take quite a few channels. And I was thinking about having it reset every time, but I'm not gonna do that. If someone just falls through, then they'll respawn right here, and then they can eventually figure it out. All right, let's see if this works. All right, we gotta spell the word of God, which is the name of God. It starts with a J. Ah, no, we died. Yes, it works perfect. Now I just gotta set up this whole puzzle. Oh my gosh, this is gonna stink. The reason this is taking so long is because I have to make sure everything lines up with every trigger and billboard and prop manipulator. It's just a lot of work. Okay, guys, that was tedious. I'm not even sure if this all works. Let's test it. Okay, so we're spelling out Jehovah, but with an I. Oh, wow. I don't know why that one disappeared, but let's see. It goes E next, then H. Okay, we're not falling through, and O, B. Oh, those ones fall off. A. Okay, all right, but let's check these. Okay, we can just kind of like bait them. I guess that's an easy way to really kind of like beat the puzzle, but who cares? This is more of something cool than something hard. You know, this is all working pretty good. Wait, this one's not even okay, yeah, that one disappeared. No, I'm feeling pretty good about this. It's not perfect, but it mostly works. All right, there we go. Level 2 is done. The last real level is the giant leap of faith that Indiana Jones has to take, which is a very difficult thing because he is a man of science and not a man of faith. This may be the easiest level I'm gonna have to make because it's basically just an empty pit with an invisible barrier over it. Okay, I finished it here. You can see my like endless cave, the bottomless pit, and we have to make the leap of faith, and Indiana Jones steps out onto it. I never understood why he like fully committed to this as opposed to like inching out, but that's okay. You run across and that's the whole level. As you can see, I got my invisible barrier here as my bridge. Let me show you what I did with everything else. So clearly I built a cave all around, but I added this VFX spawner with the area of fog effect on top, on the bottom, and on the sides to make it feel darker and more endless. All right, let's go to the cup room. All right, so this is the final destination, the room with the Holy Grail. And here Indiana has to choose which of the cups he believes is the Holy Grail. But he has to be careful, because if he chooses the wrong one, well, let's just say it doesn't end up well for whoever chooses poorly. My mom made me close my eyes during that scene when I was a kid, but let's be honest, I was doing this, but peeking through a little bit. I was traumatized. Okay, I just built up my table here, which is an upside down sanctuary floor piece. And now I just gotta put a bunch of cups on this. I'm also gonna use the item placer on this one, bring in all the like liquid items that we've got, just to make it look more colorful. All right, there we go. I've got my room here. I put a bunch of buttons on everything, and if you choose the wrong one, you die. But if you choose the right one, you beat the map. Let's test to make sure it works. Okay, so let's choose one that's wrong. We'll drink this one, and oh!
You chose poorly.
All right, I'm not gonna show you which one you gotta choose. Just know when you choose it, it ends the game. All right, there's the code to the map. Jump in and enjoy your adventure.